Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Coach Jonathan, co-founder of LeaderShift SuccessCon 2021. And of course, we don't have Dr. Irish because I believe she is on a camping site right now. But of course, we will be having our, few minutes of discussion with our one of our global resource speakers for this upcoming October 2021 leadership, the first leadership success con. So you will be meeting a lot of our global speakers, and we are starting tonight, of course, none other than with the CEO of SFIO New Zealand. Let's all welcome Engineer Jeths Lacson. Engineer
Hi,
Jeths, how are you?
hi, Coach. Good evening, and good evening to everyone. And thank you for having me here.
All right, Engineer Jets, maybe you can just tell us first what SFIO is, and then we have our guest. I mean, we have our audience here, and they will be, sending us questions. So, sa mga kababayan natin who's watching right now, Engineer Jets will be one of our global speakers. But tonight, of course, he will be sharing with us what are those three character, leadership character traits of a leader like you and me for us to stay ahead and thrive in these challenging times. And Jets?
Yeah, thank you once again, Coach Jonathan. Well, good evening or magandang gabi sa ating lahat. So SFIO. So SFIO is a conglomerate. It's a publicly listed company on the OTC market in the USA, and we have 5 strategic business divisions. And these divisions are franchise business. We have coffee business. We have food and manufacturing. We also have property development business, and also the tech and software development business division within the conglomerate. And all of these companies, Coach, are have got
Mm-hmm.
strong presence in New Zealand and Australia. Yeah.
Correct. So, Engineer Jets, you mean this is a Filipino-owned company based in New Zealand, correct?
So yes, basically, we are majority shareholders in this particular company, and our headquarters is in New Zealand, and we also have satellite offices in Australia, in UAE, Manila, and also in the US. Upcoming na yan.
Correct. Correct. All right. So, Engineer Jets now, because our topic, for the first Leadership Success Con is talking about leadership qualities or skills that our audience can use, no? Yung pwedeng magamit ng ating mga kapwa Pilipino. In fact, ito nga is a global kumbaga convention, no? And giving Filipinos that opportunity to engage with us, to interact with us. And mga kababayan, nakita nyo nga po, kinaklaro ko nga, di ba? Engineer Jeths Lacson, him being the CEO of SFIO, has been in the business in New Zealand for the past 6 years or going 7 this year. Mga kababayan, no, marami tayong matututunan and we can make it. No, we can make it. Kaya nga, Engineer Jets, sa ating pag-uusapan ngayon, ano ba talaga yung mga masasabi nating leadership traits or skills na masasabi mo na nagamit mo to where SFIO is right now, Engineer Jets?
Yes. So actually, Coach Jonathan, there are quite a lot of mga traits or qualities of a successful business leader, no? But I guess I can summarize this one in 3 key traits. Gawin nating medyo madali. 3 C's. So
Yeah.
creativity, competence, and character. So we can
Mm-hmm.
summarize those traits in those 3 key aspects or qualities. And creativity is basically this pertains to thinking outside the box,
Yeah.
and basically knowing the needs, and basically thinking of your customers and addressing the needs. And secondly, the competent side is pertaining to intelligence or yung knowledge, and of course nandiyan na rin papasok yung experience. And character on a higher level is pertaining to integrity, reputation, being self-aware, and pasok din dyan yung calmness as a leader. And what I meant by that is this is you have higher tolerance for disorder. Ika nga, sabi nga, let chaos reign, then reign in chaos. So,
Yun na nga,
those are the,
Engineer
di
Jets,
ba?
no? Yeah.
Mm.
Galing, magaling. Kasi mga kababayan, ano, itong si Engineer Jets, no, is managing, no? Siyempre, mga kababayan, bilang isang CEO, as a CEO, of course, you have a lot of things to cover, no? To think, no? To strategize and all those things, no? And hindi lang, you mentioned hindi lang isa ang company, no? I heard itong SFIO. Tama ba? Kumbaga,
Yes, correct.
the way I understand it, you manage franchise companies, right? Yung Epiphany Cafe. Also, that's you have production, you have real estate, you have ID. So, ito mga kababayan, very exciting, no? Straight from the horse's mouth. Paano niya, minamanage ang lahat nando. And ito yung pinaka-conclusion ng pag-uusapan natin, no? Sabi niya nga, you have to be creative, you have to be competent, and you have to have a character. Engineer Jets, siguro mas expound pa natin, when you talk about creativity, sa anong aspeto mo nagamit ito to grow your business or to grow the whole group, the holdings company?
Well, the good thing about our company, we started from scratch. So, meaning we can actually talk about this in three stages. So, we have the startup phase, and we have the calibration phase, and also we have now the stable state of the business. Now, creativity means in different phases na nabanggit ko is they mean differently. So, one, creativity during the startup phase, it means, it's like a shotgun approach. So you are actually testing the waters, but having in mind that you're actually addressing a need. Otherwise, it's not gonna lift off. And in terms of the calibration phase, you need to be creative or innovative, and you have to, kumbaga, in terms of strategy, you have to think about outside the box. So meaning,
Mhm.
for example, what we've done here in our business, we've identified a gap, and that particular gap we address through critical thinking and being creative and thinking the solution outside the box, and we test the solution, and we've proven the solution, and we implemented the solution, and from being creative we were able to do that. And the third
Mhm.
phase, wherein we are in this stable state, there is a very high competition in the market.
Mhm.
You really need to be creative, you really need to see the trend, you really need to think differently, and sometimes you have to learn to unlearn things that
Mhm.
you've already done in the past. So
Correct.
I think that's a key in terms of creativity. So it's like unleashing what you're already know, and also adapting to changes as you go
And not
along.
only that, Engineer Jets, no, ang maganda po dito mga kababayan kasi syempre, this upcoming Leadership Success Con, what we are going to give you are tools. Kasi nga syempre, yung knowledge natin minsan sa sobrang dami, hindi natin na i-convert into tools. Kasi if there's one thing, Engineer Jets, katulad yan yung sinabi mo sa ginawa mo sa company nyo, is yung the creativity, those creative juices, naging tool eh. Kumbaga, naging isa siyang automated, like a digital tool na sinasabi nga natin. At mga kababayan, no, it's very important that we have to be creative. Kaya nga from the root word to create, 'di ba? Create. Hindi pwedeng copy, 'di ba? Kasi iba kasi cut and paste lang eh, no? Ito po ngayon talagang if there's one thing, no, Engineer Jets, that this COVID-19 has brought us, mas naging creative eh. Tama ba? Sir
Correct.
Jets, mas naging
Exactly.
creative,
So
no?
that's very important. You have to really be agile and
Yeah,
adapt to the ever-changing changes happening around you, and also
correct.
adapt to the changing market landscape. So the playing field here dramatically changed after
Correct.
the COVID first lockdown. So when you are dealing with a business, and if you're leading a business, that's a totally different game or playing field. So you really have to have the creativity to be able to navigate into this kind of scenario or pandemic, to be exact.
Correct. And not only that, sa mga kababayan, let's say you have a product or a service, you really have to be creative kasi in these challenging times, ang mga customer are, they are looking for people who are empathic. Ibig sabihin yung maiintindihan, they want people who will see it their way. Alam mo yan, yung creative ka dapat kung paano mo madadala din yung produkto mo papunta sa customer. Hindi na to katulad dati na, ay hindi, maganda produkto ko, okay ako, kayo pumunta rito. No, you have to be creative on how you are going to bring it, no? The way they want it, when they want it, how much they want it. Kailangan ganun, Engineer Jets. Di ba kailangan, sabi mo nga, mga kababayan, yung sinabi ni Engineer Jets na agility. Ibig sabihin, you adapt. Di ba parang ano yan, Engineer Jets, sabi ko nga sa real estate before, no? If you are in real estate, mga kababayan, halimbawa, matanda yung client mo. O di ba ngayong panahon na to, i-email mo. O di ba sa mga wala hindi na nakapag-adapt sa technology dahil siya ang kliyente nyo, ayaw niya nang i-email mo. Ano sasabihin niya sa iyo? Daling mo sa akin 'yan. I-email mo. Kumbaga ano mo 'yan, post office mo 'yan para matanggap ko 'yan. Or sa iba Sir Jets, no, yung may flight ako, sabi ng isang billionaire, no, na kliyente, may flight ako, wag mong i-email sa akin yan, meet me at the airport before my flight. So, you have to have creative ways. Nakita yan mga kababayan. Kasi, alam mo, intelligence ang maganda dito sa creativity. One of the things that we've researched, no? Creativity triggers innovation.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
kumbaga, diba, kaya ka nagiging innovative dahil creative. At mga kababayan, alam nyo, sa isang salitang creative, sa ano ni Coach Jonathan, ideation ang tawag namin niya. Kaya mahalaga, ako gusto ko yung may ballpen, may papel, write anything because anything you will write is your idea. Mga kababayan, are you with me? Idea mo yan. Pag yan nasabi mo at nagaya ng iba at sila ang nauna dyan, nakopya ka, sila ngayon ang naging creative. Sila ngayon yung naging innovative. Tama ba, Engineer Jets? Nakaka-relate ka ba? Di ba para kaya nga it's a sign of a leader na maging creative. However, you have to be fast as well, di ba? Kailangan talagang fast ka. Engineer Jets, dyan ka lang, batiin lang natin, papakita ko lang sa iyo, biglang dumami yung ating mga nanonood. At maraming salamat mga kababayan. Hintayin niyo po, punta tayo sa site na papakita po namin sa inyo para makapag-register na po kayo. Napupuno na po kasi yung aming limited na virtual conference. Ayan. Una natin batiin, Engineer Jets, ayan, from Abu Dhabi, Coach Christian J. Redwal. Ayan, accountant ito, magaling ito.
Hi, Coach Christian. How are you? Welcome.
Makikita natin yan, Engineer Jets, next year kasi ikot tayo dyan, di ba? Ayan, my good friend from Philippine Airlines. Good evening, Coach Jonathan, Pedalver, Engineer Jets. Ma'am Chinchin Quezon. Ma'am, nakakuha na ako ng ticket. Palipad na po ako next month.
Welcome, ma'am.
Ayan, Sir Jets, ang ating coach din from Europe. Coach Ara, awesome. Cheers from the Netherlands. Ayan, sa Amsterdam siya. Ayan.
Welcome, Coach Ara.
Ayan, at syempre si Ma'am Nelvin. Ayan, Sir Nelvin. Sir Nelvin Humawan Villahermosa. Hello, Coach. Good evening po. Magandang gabi rin.
Magandang gabi, ayan, Sir Nelvin.
Nandyan din si Ronaldine. Magandang gabi sa iyo. Salamat. At syempre, one of my good colleagues, ayan, customer centricity. Ang ganda ng kinoment ni Sir Tivo Malilin. Totoo naman, di ba? Syempre, di ba, Coach Tivo, Engineer Jets, no customer, no business.
Exactly. So, and in fact, that's part of our values. Ang values natin is ACTS, agility, customer-driven, teamwork, and steadfast. Customer-driven meaning you have to think and innovate or create things based on customer perspective and needs.
Correct. Di ba yun yung tinatawag natin we are driven by customer demand. Di ba? At the end of the day, kasi minsan ang dami nating supply, wala namang demand. O di patay ka dyan sa storage saka sa inventory cost mo. Kaya nga mga kababayan, let's learn from Engineer Jets and we will learn more of him sa mga susunod pa na araw. Or kita na lang tayo sa October 9 and 10. Ayan, sabi naman ni Sir Israel, wala na siyang nasabi kundi agree. Ayan, yan ang nasabi ni Israel. Ayan. And sige, isa-isa na natin para batch by batch. Ma'am Michelle Aquino, hello po sa inyo. I'm watching na. Maraming salamat. Ma'am Michelle. So, okay na tayo doon. Engineer Jets, no, sa creativity. O mga ka-champs, mga kababayan na nanonood, creativity. Letter C. First C, creativity. From the root word, create. So, and you have the ability. No? God has given us the ability to create. Ayan, hindi copy ha. Ulitin ko, baka yung C na matandaan nyo, copy. Oo, dapat create. So Jets, next na tayo. Competence. Ayan, from the root word, compete. Ayan. So
Yan.
Jets,
In my perspective, competence, ika nga, ano yan competencies or capabilities. So,
correct.
meaning, to be able to be a successful business leader or to have that leadership mindset, you need to have the knowledge or
Mm,
intelligence or capabilities required
mm,
for the given role. So, in this case, we can relate this or correlate this to having the entrepreneurial mindset.
correct.
So, dun papasok yan. So, meaning, different aspects yan. So, it's not just IQ, but nandun din papasok yung
Oo,
empathy, yung
correct.
EQ. So
Correct.
lahat yan is competence. Sometimes we mistaken it as just being professional. But actually, there are a number of different aspects when you talk about competence. So competence is could be viewed as technical capabilities. But actually, the most important thing here is the whole package, which is the entrepreneurial mindset or
Correct.
entrepreneurship mindset. Yan.
So Jets, what would you suggest sa ating mga kababayan? Kasi mga kababayan, remember, when you talk about competence to compete, it entails mastery. At ano ibig sabihin ng mastery? Yung tututo ka lang talaga sa isang skill, no, na wag mong bibitawan hangga't hindi mo na ma-master. Kaya as tayo, as leaders, you and me, no, as a self-leader, we have to identify, ma-define natin, lalo na kung gusto natin pumasok, sabi nga ni Sir Jet, sa pagnenegosyo, being an entrepreneur, kailangan we focus on that one specific skill. Kaya nga, Sir Jet, kung tatanungin kita, sa dinami-dami ng kumpanya na minamanage mo ngayon, as a group CEO, as a chairman and founder of SFIO New Zealand, with offices na to mga kababayan, ano, sa Australia, sa Dubai, yan. Soon, no, sa New York, sa Amerika at sa Asia, ano yung masasabi mo na napakahalaga dapat na dito muna tumutok? Kung sino man yung gusto na nagnanais na maging entrepreneur, or kung entrepreneur na sila, yung mas lalo silang mahasa. Kasi when you talk about competence, kaya nga competent, di ba? You compete eh. Hindi pwedeng
Mm.
below par. Kung di ba, hindi na po pwede, kailangan talagang may ano kay may significant brand ka. Ano masasabi mo na meron ng SFIO na talagang it's a competent in organization? Ayan.
Well, first of all, may I just comment on in terms of mastery? No, that's very important. Mastery is very important, and actually, we can master different things. But iba yung tinatawag na multitasking sa energy management. So I prefer
Oh.
energy management. So with energy management, you can master a number of things at the same time. But then
Mm.
it's one at a time. So one at a time, you master. So ganyan tayo dito sa conglomerate natin. So mastery is very important, but by way of energy management, you know what to prioritize, you know
Yep.
what's important, and you know when. So may time frame tayo dyan. So simple terms nga natin dyan, you have to have a goal which is SMART goal. So specific, measurable, attainable, um, time
Realistic.
bound, and
Yeah,
realistic, of course.
correct.
So yun ang
Engineer,
ano
just
natin in
dagdagan ko
simple
na,
terms.
dagdagan ko na mga kababayan. Ayan po kasi sa panahon ngayon, okay, ito yan, napakaganda na hit ni Engineer Jets yung sinasabi niya sa atin na energy management. Why? Kasi before COVID, naniniwala tayo that's the greatest resource is what? Mga kababayan, alam niyo yung sagot. Time is our greatest resource. Correct po yun. Before COVID. But now, no, na may COVID na po, ito po yung gusto kong i-emphasize sa inyo mga kababayan. Now that there's COVID, you have more time, isn't it? Di ba? Ang dami nyo ng oras kayo, nasa bahay kayo, wala na, ang sakit na ng mata nyo, kanonood ng Netflix, kanonood ng YouTube, di ba, Engineer Jets? So, pero hindi nyo nagagawa. I mean, kulang, hindi natin natatapos or sabihin na natin na para bang ang daming oras, naboboard na tayo and all. Why? And it what? Affects our energy. Alam nyo, natutunan ko mga kababayan, one of the things that I learned talaga, it's beyond time management. It's energy management. Why? Why? There are people who have lots and lots of time but they have little energy. So ano ibig sabihin ng Engineer Jets? Low productivity yon. Oo nga, ang laki-laki ng oras mo. Pero yung energy mo ang baba, results is not at par. What's my point? Sometimes you only have little time, but because you put all your energy there, parang yung nagawa mo sa isang oras, pang isang araw na. I-get the point mga kababayan? Kasi pwedeng isang araw yung oras mo, pero yung energy mo pang isang oras lang. Di, ang liit ng productivity. So, try to explore that or try to think about that mga kababayan. No? It's not just about time. No? It's the energy you put into that time. Pwede kasing konti lang oras mo sa bawat isa, sabi nga ng Engineer Jets, prioritization, pero every time no, na sumasalang ka, yung energy mo 100%, iba ang result nun. Engineer Jets, maganda to ha. Maganda yung mga comment ngayon. Ayan, pumasok na. Wow, the CEO of Green Circle Realty. Maraming salamat, Sir Gab. Yan, Sir Billy Dominguez, Gabriel Dominguez. Greetings from Pasig City. Ayan, sabi nga ulit ni Coach Tivo Malilin, lifelong learning, lifelong coaching. Ayan, and of course, watching from Europe, from Paris, yan, si Coach Marquita Andrew. Hello, Coach Jonathan, watching from Paris. Maraming salamat po. At syempre, Rachel Ann Aguilar. Ayan, watching from Nueva Ecija. Maraming salamat, Che. Ito, magandang comment din ni Carl Francis. Ayan, mga estudyante natin kasi ito, Engineer Jets. Dapat, ayan, sabi niya, nagkomento siya, dapat yung papasukin mong business as entrepreneur is, ayun yung passion mo. O, diba? Minsan kasi yung iba, napasok sa business kasi uso. Pag hindi na uso, nawala na din. Totoo naman. Tatama rin na. Unlike pag passion mo na yon from the start, araw-araw kang gaganahan. Maraming salamat, Sir Carl. Yan, miss ka na ni Coach John. Nakita mo yung mga comment? Engineer Jets, yan. These are the people talagang gusto natin matulong. Mga kababayan na nandito, sign up na kayo para mas makilala pa natin si Engineer Jets this coming October 9 and 10 sa ating LeaderShift SuccessCon. Ayan, sabi ni Ma'am Ronaline, thanks, Coach. At Sir Jets, ang daming learnings agad tonight. Correct. Ayan. So, mga kababayan, creativity, ideation, competence, you have to compete. Pero naituro sa atin ni Sir Jets ngayon, Engineer Jets, dapat daw energy management. Okay? Kaya mahalaga i-manage nyo yan. At ang huli natin pag-usapan, character. Ito matindi ngayon. Character. Ayan.
Yan, very, very important. And for me, this is the most important, right? Because creativity basically gives you a point of difference. Competence basically is you being able to do what is required to do the business. But character pertains to sustainability ng business.
Yan.
How you do business, what are your principles, what are your guiding principles, what are your non-negotiables, and how you do business. So it pertains to integrity, it pertains to being how you being a self-aware leader. Yan, dyan tayo papasok. At very important din, actually, those are all positive things. But I think one of the things din na kailangan natin i-mention is in terms of character, what's your approach in difficult times? And number one, I think for me, especially if you're in a long journey with your business, endurance or grit is very important part ng character natin dyan. So,
para ano yan, Engineer Jets, no? Para bang ano ba ito? Is it a marathon or is it a sprint? Ako mga kababayan, kung tatanungin niyo ako, ang character niyo dapat both. Kumbaga kasi iba na sinasabi, hindi, ano yan life is short. Kapag sinabi kasing life is short, marathon. Sprint. Pag yung iba naman naniniwala, ang mindset nila that life is long, sprint ito. Para sa akin kasi, life must be a series of sprint. Alam mo yan, yung para bang kailangan maipanalo mo o maitawid mo yung kada sprint. Ano ibig sabihin ng sprint, mga kababayan? Yung mabilis sa takbuhan, di ba? 100 meters lang. Ang marathon, syempre, ilang kilometro yan? 5 kilometers or 10, 21 kilometers. So, yung character natin bilang leader dito, it applies to both. Kasi nga, sabi nga ni Engineer Jeths, di ba, yung bilang isang leader, you manage as well eh. At isa dito sa pinaka-challenging, Engineer Jeths, tama ba, yung managing people? No,
Exactly.
tao eh, no? Can you elaborate more on that before we end, Engineer Jeths?
That's the most challenging part, no? Having a business is doing a resource management, and part of your resource and very important asset of your business are your people. People drives the business, and they yield results. So kaya dito ang pinaka-importante is you basically be a good role model para yung right behaviors will stay in the company or organization, which will then drive the culture. And culture natin sa organization is the one driving the results. So
Correct.
that's very important, and I totally agree. Leading a business, it's a combination of sprint and marathon. But the most important thing there is you need to know when to do a sprint or when to slow down. So
And the
yan ang
character and the character engineer just remains the same. Kasi when you talk about sprint, mga kababayan, ito yung may short-term goal ka kasi. Kaya kailangan mong bilisan, di ba? Hindi pwedeng ipagpabukas. Yan. Nako, nakilala ko na si Engineer Jeths. Pag may napag-usapan kami, in an hour, may result. Ako naman, I'm also pushed to do that. Kasi yun yung sinasabi natin, mga kababayan, pakinggan niyo po ito. People nowadays, especially our customers, maiinipin po. And I'll tell you, they have a lot of options around, no? Kaya nga, kumbaga dati, tatawag ka pa sa telepono, ngayon nandiyan na, nasa YouTube, text mo, email, website, and all. It's a character issue. It's always about, kaya sabi ko, hindi dapat mababago yung sa short-term goal mo, ito yung karakter mo. Nanakuha niyo yun, kaya nga may iba pang meaning yung character. No? Sa Tagalog, sa ating mga Pilipino, tawag niyang karakter. Di ba alam mo yung Engineer Jeths? Kasi
yeah.
kami mga artista, mga kababao, wag na kayo magreklamo ha. Kami mga artista, kasi pag sinabi sa amin ng direktor, Jonathan, ano ka ngayon? Matinee idol ka. So, syempre, kunyari, gwapo ka kasi yun ang role mo eh. Pero pag ang role ko naman kontrabida ka rito, I have to immerse, I have to familiarize, internalize, no, na yun yung role ko o yun yung aking karakter. So, whether it's short-term or long-term, short-term is sprint or marathon, tama ba, Sir Jeths, hindi dapat nababago yung karakter mo. Kasi diyan tayo minsan medyo mawawala. Kaya huwag tayo magtaka kung tayo ay nasa negosyo o kung ano man yung ating ginagawa, bakit bigla na lang tayo nawalan ng tao? Di ba, Sir Jess, minsan magtataka ka, gano'n, di ba? Bakit nawala? Bakit nag-resign? Bakit umalis yun sa grupo ko? Isa lang po ibig sabihin nun. You may be creative, you may be competent, but if your character lose its identity or value, wala na po tayong pinag-uusapan. Because at the end of the day, no, John Maxwell will always say, leadership is a character issue. No? Character yan. Tama ba, Sir Jeths?
Exactly, Coach. That's really good. Yeah, tama yan.
So Jeths, I know it's too early. Alam ko mag-aalas 2 na madaling araw sa New Zealand, mga kababayan. Gabi, palakpakan natin si Sir Jeths, no, for being with us tonight. So Sir Jeths, anything you'd like to, I think yung website yata ng SFIO is up now. And let's wrap this up, itong creativity, competence, and character. Anything you want to say, invite them, no, this coming October 9 and 10 para mas makilala ka nila as you speak and talk about leadership, successful leadership in this coming SuccessCon.
Well, thank you very much. First of all, Coach, thank you for having me here. And sa lahat ng mga nakikinig, maraming salamat po. And I invite you all sa ating LeaderShift dito sa SuccessCon natin this coming October 9 and 10. And we hope to see you all.
Ayan, maraming salamat po, mga kababayan. Engineer Jeths, maraming salamat. Mabuhay ka. And I hope to see you soon. Magkikita tayo dyan sa New Zealand, sa Amerika, at makakilala natin itong ating mga kababayan saan mang sulok ng mundo. Maraming salamat, Sir Jeths.
Thank you.
Ayan mga kababayan, no? Sinamahan tayo ng ating ng one of our global speakers this coming October 9 and 10 LeaderShift SuccessCon 2021. Of course, ito ano yung natutunan natin, summarize lang ni Coach John. It's all about creativity, no? Sinare niya sa atin, ideate tayo. Kaya kung anong idea merong kababayan, okay yang idea mo. Maraming salamat kung patuloy ka nag-iisip at patuloy mo talagang nagsusumigasib, no, para masolusyonan ang mga problema sa paligid. Siyempre, sinabi niya yung competence. Okay, wag tayong wag tayong palipat-lipat din, i-prioritize natin yung mga bagay-bagay. Let's put all our energy sa kung saan dapat ilagay yung ating energy. At siyempre, it's all about character. And with that, maraming salamat. This is your Coach John of the Global Academy. I'll see you in class. God bless you.